Hi, I'm Pedro, and today I'm going to talk about the importance of planning where to use your out-of-key materials. In this case, harmonic materials. The title suggests a strategic use for these, and by that I mean where you choose to place them. While what you're about to hear is not a rule of thumb kind of thing, it can actually help you a lot in keeping your music grounded, balanced, with a sense of direction while all sorts of harmonic surprises happen. So let's get into it. The main aspect to consider is why you put on strong and weak beats. In a 4x4 measure, the first and third beats are the strongest, so I focused on using these to create the harmonic direction I intended. Here is a stripped down version of what it would sound like without the out-of-key harmonic surprises. After this, I started experimenting with those out-of-key transitions from one chord to the next within the chord structure I had already created, and here's how that section ended up sounding. As the music progresses, you'll hear more and more harmonic surprises that I inserted in between the created chord structure. And the next question is, what did I use to create such harmonic contrasts? The main aspect that I considered in terms of the harmonization process was, of course, making sure that I chose chords that would work with the bass and melody while maintaining a good voice leading between the in and out chords. And to expand my harmonic choices, I also opted by using ambiguous chords. This means using rootless, suspended, or chords by fourths, where the quality of being major or minor isn't defined in the chord itself, and rather let the melody do that work in the implied harmony, like in this example. There are also cases where I use weird or less common chord inversions, and those exist as a compromise between the relationship of the chord I choose for the melody and the bass movement itself. In conjunction, sometimes you'll hear chords with third or fourth inversions, but mind you that these are passing chords, and for the most part, the bass movement ends up justifying whatever is happening in the harmonic upper structure, and provided that you also have good voice leading going on. Or in this other example. Hey, this is just a friendly reminder that if you are not following anything that I'm saying, please check the links in the description that I've separated for you so you can read about it in the Beyond Music Theory blog and get you up to speed. Okay. Now, if you feel overwhelmed by the chord options, you can also go through the harmonization process by thinking of borrowed chords from other keys to harmonize your melodies and thus have more control over the process of where you pick your chords from. If you need, transform those chords to make them fit the melody. For instance, this is a clash between chord and melody. What you heard with the melody was an E-flat major chord, but if I tweak the chord a little bit, now it can work. I changed it to an E-flat sus4 9 chord to accommodate the melody. Other tools that I use for out-of-key chords were secondary dominants or inserting a 2-5 with a secondary dominant before a target chord, like in this example. I also used chromatic approach chords together with secondary dominants. And near the end, I used block chords to outline a chromatic arch and finished with a perfect fourth chord cycle using suspended 4/9 chords. With all these interventions, let me show you how the whole music piece sounds. So there you go. These were my harmonization choices, and it was the process that I chose for introducing tension with out-of-key chords, all while keeping a good harmonic direction. If you are uncomfortable with the melodic harmonization process, check out the How to Harmonize a Melody course or the Beyond Music Theory blog for online lessons and much more. Check out the links in the description, and if you want to suggest our ideas to implement this approach, please leave them in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thanks for watching, and until next time.